started off with a wheel, and then we invented vehicles, and now we can communicate with someone across the world in 5 seconds with the push of a button. We evolve, and we do so at a very quick rate. Sometimes we evolve so fast that we forget to acknowledge how we are changing or how our technology is changing us. The theory of technological determinism presents a very real situation that is currently going on. According to technological determinism, each one of us in this room that uses technology is affecting past generations and future generations. As a frequent user of technology, I acknowledge how I use technology and how I am contributing to this change. Learning about technological determinism will help you understand how our use of technology is changing our society. First, I will present background information on technological determinism. Secondly, I will explain the theory. And lastly, I will give a current situation that relates to the theory. So what is technological determinism? In the book, Does Technology Drive History by Marx, an MIT graduate, he states that technological determinism is the sense of technology's power as a crucial agent of change. He states that we can all acknowledge how technology is affecting us in our lives and how it takes place in our lives. And we can all notice how technology is affecting us and changing us. Technological determinism basically means that technology is a very huge factor in our lives. According to the theory, technology is affecting many things, some being the way we communicate, the values that we cherish the most, and the way that our society could evolve in the near future. Let's say that tomorrow I have the option of going to a business meeting and meeting with a person in person, or I can stay at home and just meet with them online. If I choose to stay home and just meet with them online, I'm losing the ability to communicate properly, and I'm not using my communication skills. An article by Sherry Turkle, published on Forbes magazine, technology brings us to the point where we're used to transmitting information and feelings instantaneously, and this is creating a new dependence. This is technological determinism. It simply means that our use of technology is changing many aspects of our lives. Now that I have explained technological determinism and what it is, let's explore how it connects to you and I. Recently, I was asked to meet with an investor online over Skype, and we spoke for about an hour. Then we were asked to meet in person, and when we did, I noticed that he was very nervous. He wasn't the person that I met online. This shows how technology is negatively affecting us in some ways. Now that I have explained, it was during this event that I acknowledged how technology is changing us and how it's affecting us. And according to the theory, technology is changing our society and our cultural values. Frequent meetings that this investor had online are affecting the way he used his people skills in person. Many other theorists and writers are becoming more aware on the topic of technological determinism. There are multiple theorists from renowned universities such as MIT that are studying the topic. And one writer, Mark Prensky, in his book Digital Natives and Digital Immigrants, states that technology is having a huge impact on people. Users of technology are lacking people skills. We are becoming more dependent on it, and we are also multitasking a lot more. This is changing the way our society works. We are rewarding people for how much they can multitask instead of rewarding people for finishing a single task and doing it well. The theorists are mostly studying our thinking process and our education. The reason that they're studying this is because if technology is negatively affecting our thinking process, it's extremely important for us and we have to know. And they're studying education because we have to know how technology is affecting our education and what we're going to teach our future generations. Now that we know about technological determinism, and how it is affecting us and changing us, let's wrap things up. It is important to learn about technological determinism and how it is changing our society. First, I presented background information. Secondly, I defined theory, and lastly, I connected it to the present. And I informed you on scholars that are learning about this theory and researching on it. Technology is everywhere. It's simply too late to go back to not being surrounded by technology. We have to acknowledge that technology is changing each and every one of us. The question is, will you let technology change you for the better, or will you let technology change you for the worse? Thank you.